Functions are self-contained chunk of code that performs some specific task. You can say a block of statements which perform some operation, which perform some task. This is the syntax of function. You give a function name that indicates what it does, and this name is used to call the function to perform its task when needed. Basically, function contains a name. The name will be used for calling that function. A block of statement which contains some name. This block of statement performs some operation. Okay, why do we need function first of all? Let me show you. I want to perform addition between two values. Let a equal to 10. Let b equal to 20. Performing my task is performing here. Into value is a, second value is b. Let result equal to a plus b. Print after performing addition, result. Okay, this is perfect. When you if you want to perform addition, the addition what I'm doing is I am printing the inputs like whatever values I want to add and performing the operation and printing it. Perfect. 10, 20, and 30 are printed. I want to perform addition between two more values. Let c equal to 40, let d equal to 40. I want to perform same thing, addition. I want to print the values before performing the operation, which is result 2 here, result 2 here, and here c. Here. Perfect. I want to perform one more addition. E and F, here E and F, E plus F, here also C plus D, here result 3, result 3. Perfect. What we are doing, I want to perform addition between two values for 3 times. So if you see here, the code is repeating here, same length of code we are writing each time. This is called a repetitive code or a duplicate code. Same code we are rewriting again and again. In this case, if you want to perform only addition between 6 values, we have written almost 25 lines of code. Same way, if I want to perform addition between some 100 values, 100 times, for each addition, what we are doing, for each addition, we are writing 4 lines of repetitive code. If you want to perform addition 100 times, you need to write 400 lines of duplicate code. This is not a correct way of writing. That is where the function comes into picture. The repetitive function, the repetitive code what we are having here will be placed as a function, will be kept as a function, and a name will be given to that, and the same thing will be performed. Let me copy function. Function, if you do not know the syntax, you can go here. Func statement. This is func statement. Function, what it contains? Function contains func keyword. To declare a function, you need to use the func keyword and the name of the function and parameters if you want, and return type if you want, and function body. All functions will be shown to you. Here, name of the function. I want to perform simply a welcome message. No parameters, nothing. This is also a function. a block of statements which contains a name that is given with the func. Wherever you see func means that is a function, it contains a name, but it is not taking anything and it is not returning anything, just displaying something. This is a block of statement. In our case, what we need to write is function addition is, and here we need values, right? Two values to perform addition. One is a value is of type int, one is b value is of type int. Okay, this is one type of function, this is one another type of function. Okay, now instead of writing all this duplicate code, what we can do is we can call the function addition. Okay, keep this function above. It is unable to identify. Okay, here a plus b addition, which is asking integer, which is integer. We are having a here, another integer b here. Similarly, here I want to perform addition between c and d. So pass c, pass d. Here also same thing. Here e, here f. Okay. Instead of writing 4 lines each time for the performing addition, we are simply writing single line. This is how functions works. Result is same. End of the day, the result is same, but number of lines are reduced. Earlier it was 45 something or more than that. Now it is within 36. We could do this. Okay. Simply, what I mean to say is, function is a block of statements. What is program? First of all, program is a block of statement which takes some input and produces some output, right? Similarly, function also a small program, we can say. Function also a small program which contains a name, which takes inputs and also produces output. If you want to output, which gives some value also. We'll see those methods as well, those functions as well. There are many varieties of functions. Okay, this is where exactly we use function. Function contains a name, use that name and pass the values. If you see here, it is not clear. First value we can put here also. Second value, instead of using a here, I can use first value. Instead of using b here, I can use second value. Here, first value plus second value. Whatever you are writing, it should be understandable by others. If you simply use a and b, we do not know what exactly we are doing there. Here, let me write addition. You're asking for first value. First value is a, second value is b. Similarly, here addition. First value is c, second value is d. Our values are stored in c and d. Addition. First value is e, second value is f. Perfect. Okay, addition is printed. One more addition is printed. One more addition is printed. Okay, syntax of function is func, name of the function, parenthesis, parameters if any, these are optional, return type if any, and block of statements. Return type, what we can consider is output from that function. Let's say here only we can put we have written show welcome message, right? I want to write that show welcome message. This is how we call this method, because it is not accepting any parameters. So simply put empty parenthesis. It is accepting some inputs of type integer and integer. Integer and integer it is expecting. So we are passing integers. Okay. If you want to have some return type, we can also have some return type that is of type integer. Here, instead of printing this here, what we can do is we can return the values. Return first value plus second value. Addition of integer plus integer is finally integer only. So I have kept integer. Here it is whenever you are calling, there you get some output. Result equal to so and so. After printing this result. Result equal to so and so. After printing, this is the result. Result is so and so. Because here, by seeing the method name, by seeing the function name, you need to understand addition is a function name. I need to call this. I need to use this name to call a function. And the first value is one parameter of type integer. Second value is another parameter of type integer. After calling the function, I get integer as output. Here we're calling a method. Here we're calling a function. Function and method both are same. I'll tell you the differences. Here we're calling a addition. And first value I am passing as integer, which is 10. Second value I am passing as b, which is 20. After calling this function, the method will be called and operations are performed and the sum will be returned. The returned sum we are storing here. The returned sum is here integer only, because here we have specified I return function. I'm a function. I'm going to return integer. So while receiving the response also, while receiving the output also, you need to use the same data type. Okay, integer. That is we are printing here. The result is same here, but function is changed. Result is same 10 plus 20, 30, 40 plus 40, 80, 40 plus 40, 80. Is this clear or shall I repeat? If you have any doubts, you can tell me.
Yeah, it's clear.
Other guys, there are many functions. We are going to see there are many different types of functions. Okay. This is the function syntax. Calling a function like a variable, a var of type return type. Function values we are passing here. Calling a method. Whenever you are calling, if it is having a return type, just save that result. In C language, we're also having functions, right? There, this is the type we use. Like it contains void or int function name, data type int a, comma int b. In Swift, this is how we write. Func is the additional keyword. A function name, same as function name. Argument 1 comes here and colon data type. Argument 2 comes here and colon and data type. You can ignore if you do not know C language. In C language, this is how we write. This is the function declaration, we can say. Function header. A func add a of type integer, b of type integer. Function with descriptive input arguments. Okay, we are already using like clear naming. Okay, we can also have additional label. This is called additional label. Okay, we'll see that. Here we are having a variety of functions. If you see here, play with functions. Function name is play with function, which is not taking any input, which is not returning anything, no return type. So simply performing operation. It is not returning any value. Function with no input arguments and nothing. These two are same only. If you want to specify nothing, you can specify, otherwise you can ignore. Here also we are returning void. Void means void is also a data type which says nothing. Say hello to a person which is taking string input and returning nothing. Addition, yeah, same thing we have performed. Addition, which is taking two integers and returning also integer. Since it is returning non-void, okay, you need to return the value. Whenever you specify any return type other than void, you need to return the value. Subtract a value with b value and c value. See here, there is a little difference between this method and this method. We are having additional with and here. These are called descriptives. Function with 3 input arguments and input int return. Okay, we'll see that as well. We have seen tuple, right? Tuple is what is tuple? Tuple is grouping multiple values together, which is exactly the use case is returning multiple values from a function. Here we are returning tuple, returning multiple values from a function. In that case, we use tuple. Okay, let me show you variety of methods. Hope this is clear. First type is functions with nothing, with no inputs, output. Okay. Func, say hi, into hi. This is called function body. This is called function name. Okay, this is called function body or function definition. Okay. How to call this method? Simply say hi. How many times you say hi? That will be printed. That says hi, hi, hi. 3 times hi is printed. One more method what I can write is fun to say hello, which returns nothing. Print hello. There is no difference here. Simply the message is difference. Here in function definition, function declaration, we are not specifying void. Here also there is only one line of code. We have specified void. Void means nothing. Whenever the function body is not returning anything, you can specify void or you can ignore it. You can also remove this, no issue. Here we have ignored. Here we are specifying there is no issue. Say hello. Say hello 2 times will be displayed. Hello twice, hi twice, and hello twice. Okay, these are one type of methods. Okay, which does not take any input, which does not return any input output. Get welcome message. See here naming conventions what I am using. Function names and variable names must start with lower camel case. Lowercase, then next words first letter capital case, next word first letter capital case. Okay. Get welcome message. We are asking this method, give me welcome message. Okay, name string, which is passing, which is expecting string, and I am also returning string. Returning welcome name. Whatever name I pass, the message will be welcome Suresh, welcome Naresh, like that. By what is this method name? Method name is get welcome message, and input what it is expecting is name of type string. The output which is it is giving string, so it is giving output. So you need to save that output. Okay, output equal to get welcome message. I am passing string here, name of the person. Ready. Output welcome DNRD. Same thing you can use output you cannot use like Siva. See the error. What is the error we are getting? Ignore this error first now. Invalid redeclaration of output. Output is already declared. You cannot use it again. So what we can do is instead of redeclaring, what I can do is I can make it var and I can make reuse of same output variable. Only one time I am declaring and using it many times. Welcome DNRD. Welcome Siva. Okay, here I am trying to pass, let's say, one more method. Let me write func addition. Addition A of type integer, B of type integer, and the return is integer. Return A plus B. Addition, by when you type the addition, it shows addition is a method which needs two inputs of type integers to perform the operation. If you simply pass one value, it will not accept, because this kind of method is not available. There is a method called addition which needs two inputs which are of type integer. See, missing argument of parameter b in call. B is missing. I'm putting 20, which is a returning integer, right? If you want to save that output, you can save, otherwise you can ignore also, no problem. I don't want to save it, I just want to perform addition, and I don't want to do anything. In that case, you can also ignore the output without saving. Let we are having output, right? Output equal to something. Addition is so and so. Yeah, here it is actually string. We are getting welcome message, right? Welcome message is string. But here we are assigning, what we are assigning is integer. After calling addition, we are going to get int. We are assigning that, so it is not accepting. Swift is type safe language. That is why Swift is type safe language. Okay, addition is 30. Here, let me perform addition between addition. I'm passing 12.5 b 20.4. Cannot convert a value of type double to expected argument type int. Here, addition is a method which needs two inputs of type integers only. That is the reason it is giving you error. You need to understand this. As and when you see the method name, you need to understand what is the method name, what type of values it needs to as input, and what kind of value it returns. You need to understand that. So these are the variety of methods. There is one more variety of method. Make some values int and gives you the integer. Here, this is called a variadic number of parameters. Variadic number of parameters. I want to perform some between multiple values, multiple integers. But here the integer is the number of inputs are not constant. If you want to perform addition between only two values, I can perform like this. I can pass A and B. Here, I want to perform addition between two values, three values, four values, or five values, or n values. In such cases, what we can do is we can use variadic number of parameters, int and range operator. Here, let me print values what we are getting. And at present, I'm getting 0. Okay. Let me call this method. Make some. Okay, it is asking integer, range of integers. I can pass 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See, I don't know. Even I forgot how to call this method. Yeah, perfect. And print values. We're missing it. Yeah, I'm printing the values. See here, we have passed 6 values. The 6 values are printed as array. When you see it in square brackets, that is called array. Okay, here I can perform the sum, right? I'm just, let me print the sum here itself. For I in for a value in values. It's a range of values we are getting. Where sum equal to 0, sum plus or equal to, for its simplicity, sum equals sum plus I. Sum is sum. I'm writing sum also. Okay. The advantage of this method is I can perform addition between 2 values, 3 values, 4 values, or any number of values. I want to perform addition between 12 and 12, 12, 13, some couple of values. We are accepting. Three values here, 4 values here. I can also give any number of values. That is the beauty of this method. Of this variadic number of parameters method. Here a value, not I. Okay, sum of 12 plus 12, 24, 12 plus 12 plus 12, 36. This sum is 80. This sum is 155. Very nice. And we also have, what else we have here? Functions with multiple return values, right? Func get reminders value, which is of type integer, and mod by, which is of integer. I want to return 2 values, int comma int. What I want to get here is, I want to, let's say if I pass any value here, if I pass 11 and 2, I want to get a reminder here, I want to get quotient here. Okay, 11 by 2, how to perform? 11 into 5 times, you get a 10 here. The remainder is 1. The output is going to be 5, 1. Quotient and remainder. Quotient is this and remainder is this. Make reminders is my method. Okay, how to get it? I want to return 2 values as a single parameter. How do we get it? By using tuple, right? Let me return value by mod comma. This is quotient, what we get here, value percentile mod. This is where you get reminder. Let me print, let me call this method, let result equal to get reminders, value is 11, mod is 2, result. Perfect. Let me call this method 5, 1. Multiple values returned. How it is written multiple values? By using tuple. Tuple is grouping multiple values together, right? Here we are getting 1 value. Here we are getting 1 value. If we simply give integer, it won't accept. If we simply give integer, we are returning multiple values, 2 values. If we simply specify 1 value, it will not accept. Okay. Since we are returning 2 values, we need to use the tuple. This is the exact use case of tuple. In interviews, they will ask you, what is tuple? When do we use? This is where exactly we use tuple. There are some other methods as well. Okay, please rejoin the meeting.